Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons. Y'all know River Room daughter. Now, Yo Gotti on his song that came out probably about 7, 8 years ago. Down in the DM, he made it clear that he had a crush on Angela Simmons. Well, people, I think y'all know by now that crush has just been crushed, literally, because Yo Gotti had a couple of things that went on in his life with his family, and everybody kind of was saying that they don't know how long this relationship will last. Well, Angela Simmons went to her page. She took all the Yo Gotti pictures off, so people kind of already felt it going on that maybe they wasn't together. Well, on the Angie Martinez podcast, Angela Simmons confirmed that her and Yo Gotti was no longer together. Let's check this out.
Wait, Angela Simmons, are you telling me right now you're in your single girl era again? Yeah, I'm telling you that. When it comes to me in relationships, there's a lot of times people don't even see who I date, right? And with that one, it just felt special. So we saw it happen, and people were invested because he kind of manifested it in a way. Yeah, I think, when it comes to me in relationships, there's a lot of times people don't even see who I date, right? And with that one, it just felt special enough to share. You know what I mean? I think we both on the same page, and then it's like, I don't believe you have to give it all to show that you're together, but it just felt right. You having fun too. It seemed like you having fun with it. For sure. I think it felt right, and like the right. It didn't like we both have our own thing going on. It's like cool. Like both these worlds came together. It's cool. Like you sure. And you've been quiet lately. Are you guys together still or no? No, I'm not with him. Yeah, not my choice, but I respect him. It's all love. Like it's not your choice. I wouldn't have chose it, but it was what was best. But I wouldn't have chose it. No. What are you saying to me right now, Angela Simmons? I'm saying that I'm a lover. I love love.
Now let's go back to that. I'm gonna play some of that back a little bit. Now she said it wasn't by choice, and that she really didn't want to do it. But we all kind of know the reason why she probably had to do it, and I'm gonna get into that. But you can tell that Angela Simmons really got into Yo Gotti. She really fell for it. I mean, they look good as a couple. Some people felt like they didn't match, but some people felt like it was great. But some people felt like it really wasn't Angela Simmons, and it felt like it was kind of forced. Yeah, he put you on the song, but maybe this relationship really is not meant for you. But like I said, you can tell in her voice that she trying to be, pure as possible the way she answered this question. She really trying to be careful with it. She don't want to talk bad about Yo Gotti, and she did not. But she trying to be, make it easy as possible to just say, hey, it's over. Let's go back to it.
Manifested it in relationships. There's just felt special, and I don't believe you have to give. It didn't like we both quiet lately. Are you guys together still or no? No, I'm not with him. Yeah, not my choice, but I respect him. It's all love. Like it's not your choice. I wouldn't have chose it, but it was what was best. But I wouldn't have chose it. No. What are you saying to me right now, Angela Simmons? I'm saying that I'm a lover. I love love. I love relationships. This man proclaimed that he wanted to get with Angela Simmons. This man, pursued you. He proclaimed it in front of everybody that he was Angela Simmons. So you're not telling me that he ended? Did he end the relationship or did? It was my choice. I had to make a decision. But I think there's a certain level of what I can share and would share publicly, you know what I mean? And I can publicly say that I'm not with him anymore. But as far as details, I would just never. It's nice though. Nah, I'm just not that girl. I'm just not that girl ever to share that much more. Other than yeah, we're not together.
And that's all it need to be. Just plain and simple. We're not together no more. But like I say, let's get into the reason probably why they're not together. You hear she clearly say she didn't want to do it, but she had to. And she had to make a decision. Now, we know Yo Gotti had a brother that goes by the name of Big Jook. And, rest in peace to Big Jook. It was a lot that was tied in with Big Jook and then, Young Dolph situation. And it was a lot of back and forth. We know that in the courts, it came out, the guys that was responsible, that was for the Young Dolph case, was also allegedly tied to Big Jook. And it was also being said that Big Jook allegedly put up the money to, have Young Dolph taken care of. So eventually, when Yo Gotti, Big Jook, and Angela Simmons went back to Memphis to Yo Gotti and Big Jook uncle's funeral, Big Jook at the repast, lost his life. And a lot of people felt like this was too much for Angela, and Rare Run is going to have to, get her back to the house. She got to get out of their relationship because there's a lot going on. Because then after that, Yo Gotti went to do a show probably like a week or two later, and he had on a bulletproof vest. Now people felt like, now look, this is too much for Angela, and then you start to see her fall back. Like I said, this is, Angela Simmons already had, she had a son, and that son's father, ended up losing his life through, a bad situation, allegedly some street stuff as well. So she kind of had been involved with this before, but this situation with Young Dolph, Big Jook, Yo Gotti, CMG, all this stuff, it was a lot deeper than that, because people was falling left to right in Memphis to the point they was like, hey, anybody from CMG come back here, and then you got people from Young Dolph camp. It was just going back and forth, allegedly. But that's what came out in the courts. That's what the guys who got picked up for the Young Dolph stuff, eventually one of the guys said, hey, Big Jook is the one who gave us the money. Now, you can tell that Angela Simmons basically is saying that she had to make a decision. And that decision basically probably entailed, I'm going to have to step away and get away from this lifestyle, because when people out here sliding and gliding over some beef in the streets, they don't care who with you. Back in the days, it was like, oh, old boy got his girl with him. Old boy got his kids with him. Old boy got his mama with him. They don't care about that no more. Because Big Jook was at a repast for Uncle's funeral, and his mother was with him, and they did not care. There was a lot of different reports saying that he wasn't in the car, he was on his way, whatever, but still his mother was in the vicinity. They didn't care. It was a repast. Now, Yo Gotti kind of subliminally responded to Angela Simmons coming out today confirming that they have broken up. He made this post on one of his new Instagram page, that's Yo Gotti World, that shows him, y'all noticed lately, he make all these posts going to different places, Dubai, all kind of places, visiting overseas. What else he went to? Was it Egypt? Somewhere he went to, all out there in the water, in the water. But he made this post on his page, and it said, like black hearts with word forever, black hearts and like the world. So people are basically saying, and this kind of probably him just saying, look here, we're not together no more, but forever we locked in. The relationship didn't work out, and some people relationships can end, and it doesn't have to end on bad terms. Because you can tell the way she is speaking, she plain and simple made it clear that I'm not going to ever reveal details about our breakup and why we're not together. And he probably respect her for that. He hasn't been saying nothing. Nobody said nothing. Everybody just speculated and kind of figured it out that they wasn't together no more. So, hey, they had their moment. They had their time. It didn't work out. Time to move on. But while we were speaking about Yo Gotti, let's talk about Memphis. Because we got another situation going on in Memphis. This kind of relates to sports. So, Desmond Bain, who was played for the Memphis Grizzlies, got traded to Orlando Magic. Now, it's coming out that some players really don't even like playing in Memphis. Because y'all know right now the crime rate in Memphis is higher than a giraffe. You know what I'm talking about. Like, that's where the place Elvis is from. But even over there on the side of town where Elvis' house is at, ain't even the kind of place you want to go visit like that no more. That's what I heard. Like, Liberty Land, Amusement Park, it's gone. That's like 50 years ago. I mean, Memphis just seems like it changed. Beale Street just don't seem like it's the same no more. But the NBA players are not really happy with even being in the NBA playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. Desmond Bain got traded. Normally when a player gets traded, they kind of feel some type of way. But no. Shout out to ESPN. Desmond Bain said he perfectly fine with getting up out of there because the conditions wasn't the best. Let's check this out.
It's different, bro. The one in Memphis, we ain't have not one window, so it's yeah, like we joked around and called it the dungeon, but this is it's a breath of fresh air. I mean, literally, you step outside and get a breath of fresh air and eat on the patio. I mean, there's indoor-outdoor training facility. All the bells and whistles are in here, and it's great. But I feel like the people is really what's going to make this place special.
Now, you heard Desmond Bain say that the facility at the Memphis Grizzlies don't even have a window. I mean, they playing for an NBA team or they playing for the longest yard. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, what you playing for, the Memphis Prison or something? That's crazy. For players to be making all that money but really don't want to go there and happy that they got traded, got to say a lot. But y'all get in the comments there what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my video. I'm Gotti Mac. Holla.